Happy Monday, Gary Lamm main event maniacs, and welcome to Likes and Dislikes 49ers Buccaneers edition. And what I love is the professional relationship between Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. Straight up, these are some tremendous talents, but they make each other better with their strengths, and they know how to handle and also thrive in each other's weaknesses. Brock Purdy had a tremendous perfect passer rating, 21 for 25, 333 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But you know what? He's overcoming Kyle as much as he is thriving in that relationship, and vice versa. And let me tell you what it's all about. Number one, Kyle, notorious, famous for having a heck of an offensive game plan. He's a great play caller. But you know what? He's gotten a lot of quarterbacks hurt. But the good news is this: Brock Purdy likes it rough. In his first start, busted ribs against the Buccaneers a little bit less than a year ago. Hey, bad game calling. You're blocking a dang practice squad tight end against an elite edge rusher in the NFC Championship game. Brock gets hurt, but Brock can overcome it with his skills. And you know what? Kyle's a big pain. He wants to know what you're doing. He wants to know what you're doing in the offseason. And you know what? Brock can handle it. Brock can handle Kyle's weaknesses, and he's going to thrive in it. One thing about Brock, Brock, he's committed some turnovers. He's given the ball to the other team. But you know what? Kyle makes him want to be better. He wants to work in Kyle's system. And you know what? Kyle likes a little risk in his life, but Brock Purdy seems to have the talent to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to take a risk, and know when to run, baby. Hey, they know they ain't perfect, but they know it's a perfect match. Brock Purdy, he may not look like Trey Lance or Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow in a uniform, but you know what? The man can cook, and he knows how to move around the pocket. Woo! And that's what he does. That's why this guy is the first quarterback since 1989 as a 49er, since Joe Montana, to have a game with a perfect pass rating. He hasn't thrown an interception in 2 weeks. We could talk about Brock all night. But what I love is that marriage, that relationship, working with each other's strengths, accentuating the strengths, and you know what? Also making up for each other's weaknesses. That is a great relationship. That is football. Nobody's perfect, but you know what? If you got the yin and the yang, you can do your thing together. And together, they got to overcome the same obstacles. And that is winning the big game and coming back in the clutch. They have a journey. They have a destiny together. Another thing I continue to like, I'll say it again, I like Steve Wilkes on the field. It's Thanksgiving. You know, Uncle Steve wants to watch the game. But you know what? Auntie Kyle says, hey, come here, sit with the kids, Uncle Steve. And you know what? All the kids at the kid table, man, we're hearing Uncle Steve stories, and we're having the time of our life. You know, the kids want to go play video games. You get them on the Thanksgiving table. That's what the 49ers are. Brock Purdy admitted it. They need the emotional support. When Big Cuz Trent and Big Cuz Debo are in the game, man, I feel confident. They need that. Guess what? A man need emotional support. How you like that? And I like it. Brother, be there for your brother. That's what it is, bottom line. And I ain't ashamed, baby, because my brothers helped me get the game. And that's what it is. All right. I was concerned about a couple of matchups. I want to do this in 10 minutes or less. I want to get it all, because we're playing Thursday. Right. Straight up, I was a little bit concerned about the defensive line of especially Vita Vea just totally dominating. Jake Brendel, our center, and Spencer Burford, our right guard, wasn't perfect, but we ran to the right a little bit. I mean, look, we didn't get totally dominated. This is a setup for the Eagles, okay? This is a setup for the Eagles. I like that Brock went deep to Ayuk. I love it. All that baloney that Brock is not, talented enough, that's a bunch of bullshit. Period. I'm done with it. I don't give a damn about MVPs, and I don't care about nothing but winning the Super Bowl. I liked another matchup, Evans and Goodwin, excuse me. I thought, there was a chance that we can get whooped on with our defensive backfield. I think we held up okay. Ambry Thomas got beat for a touchdown. Jair Brown, I'll talk about that in a minute. He got beat deep, but man, they made plays. So we didn't get totally whooped. I think the big challenge for our defensive backfield is speed. But you know what? We handled the business in front of us. All right, there's a lot to like about the 49ers. I also like Kyle Shanahan. I like the razzle dazzle. You got McCaffrey. Instead of running this guy's head into the ground for the first touchdown, there's the play. I'm doing this, and I'm going through the line, and I'm scoring a touchdown. Stay easy, Kyle. Make it easy for your guys the best you can when you can. All right, I gotta add another like. I liked how the Niners defended the screen game. Look, it's obvious when you got a tremendous pass rush, the other team's going to want to screen. That's just basic football. But Steve Wilks said, I'm going to whip some ass. I want you guys to whoop them. Uncle Steve out there pumping up the kids, pumping up them teens, pumping up them. It's like, hey, man, we're going to whip some ass, and that's how we're going to beat the screen. A lot of screening. Rashad White, that's what he does. Screen game. It's going to be a challenge for the 49ers all year. Sometimes it's going to, it's going to work because you're going to get down the field. But Steve Wilks said, what you got to do? Beat your man. When it gets dirty in that, in that screen game, and with that in close premises, people around the quarterback by his feet, hands around you, getting at you, people by the running back, just, linemen getting knocked off balance. That is what's going to stop the screen game. Aggression is what stops the screen game. That's their strategy, and I like it. I like a lot about this game. All right, what I didn't like. Injury to Talanoa Hufanga. Man, I think he's had some pain in his knee the whole season. It looks like it's an ACL. I'm praying that is not the case, but it looks like that's what's likely going to happen. I like that Jair Brown played pretty well. But I'd rather have him come off the bench. I'd rather have Jair come in for Gibson and have 3 good safeties available. I don't really have a criticism, Gibson or Hufanga. I thought they're kind of the same player because they get the picks, they have the nose for the ball, but Jair had to play in the end zone. He rocked a tight end. And I just I don't. The next guy that comes up, who's it gonna be? Quantrez Knight is gone. We don't have a Jimmy Ward. So, yeah, Jair might do the job, but you're depending on a rookie, and whoever's behind him, who the heck is that? All right, and there's a lot of question marks in our defensive backfield, but, hey, you know what? So far, we're not getting dominated. Great job. Okay, next dislike. Again, 21 carries? For Christian McCaffrey? Why? That's too many in a game where we pretty much, we whooped some butt, all right? We don't need that. Why wear him down? Elijah Mitchell got in the game, got some carries, but we don't need that many carries from this man. Forget these MVPs. It's like, yeah, either you're going to get it or you're not. We don't need to push it. We need these guys fresh to the rest of the season, and we got to, we're playing Thursday, 21 carries? Come on, Kyle, that's a big criticism. You're hurting people. Good thing Brock likes it rough. Good thing Christian McCaffrey likes it rough. All right, but that's not sustainable. You got to work on your weaknesses. Nobody's perfect, but you got to try. All right. Thursday night, 49ers play Seattle, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be back with what to watch for, and I like that you're tuning in to Gary Lamm Minute Mania. Likes and dislikes. Catch me later on. Catch me tomorrow. What to watch for. Thank you for watching Gary Lamm Minute Mania. Keep it real, keep it clean. God bless you.